Hello everybody, welcome back. Are you ready for the FEDNOW coin, CBDCs? Do you trust the government with this? That they won't use it against you in some grand scheme of like, we're polluting too much, we're eating too much bad food, we're traveling too much? Because they'll know everything we're spending our money on, right? So therefore, they'll put in rules, regulations, expiring money, that kind of stuff. They'll say you've had too much meat, you've had too much sugar, you've traveled too much, you've paid too much for gas, you've gotten too much gas. This is like what they'll do, all under the guise of like climate control and whatever they want to say. They're going to make it look like you're the bad guy. And they're going to use all this guilt about making you feel like you're a piece of crap for not doing your part. And they're already brainwashing the kids, right? With all this wokeism stuff. You got people praising men in sports beating women. Are you off your rocker? Oh my God. You got men becoming women. And then a year later, getting the Woman of the Year award. I've seen 300-pound men in beauty contests with young women, and they've won. You have to give your head a shake, right? This is all done on purpose, right? To twist your judgment, to twist your reality. And when this happens, they can pretty much rule your mind. This is what they're going to do. They're going to make you feel so guilty for this climate change shit that they're going to make you feel okay with giving up your rights, okay with not buying this, buying that. You got people like Bill Gates buying up all the farmland in the world, and then they're telling you, oh, there's food shortages. No, they're doing this on purpose. They're opening up warehouses, plants where they breed bugs, and they want you to eat it. You got people like the WEF saying you'll own nothing and be happy. They're already playing these games. They're already doing these things to us. They want you to eat bugs. Bill Gates is buying up all the farmland. What do you think is going to happen here? They're going to just enrich themselves even more. The WEF says we'll own nothing and be happy. And when asked who will own everything, Klaus Schwab said himself, the 1% will own everything. Wow. That are invested in the WEF, which is Bill Gates, George Soros, all these people, right? They don't see no future for us. They just see a future for them. They're just enriching themselves and centralizing things even more, using your fear, using your guilt, everything against you. They're playing mind games. They want your mind. When they got you thinking a 300-pound man can enter a beauty contest and win, when they got you that brainwashed, it's almost game over. We've almost lost. We have to fight back. Bitcoin, we need to take money out of their system because we cannot trust them. If you think they're going to act accordingly with your money and they know what you're spending it on, yeah, you already can't move money, and they track it automatically. They already don't trust you. Wait until they get full control of your money. Scary times, people. So, are you ready for the FEDNOW coin? Incoming FedCoin will track everyone in new 1984 style system. Yeah, that's George Orwell's book, 1984, which I'm about to read. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki warns that George Orwell's novel 1984 could quickly become a reality when the U.S. goes ahead with launching a central bank digital currency. In a new episode of the Rich Dad channel, Kiyosaki says that a FedCoin, or Federal Reserve issued CBDC, will allow the authorities to become omnipresent and surveil Americans' every move to make sure they are behaving. And they're doing it, right? They're canceling and censoring people. They've censored the head of the CDC. They've censored the smartest people from Harvard, Stanford, specialists in their field. When we had this pandemic the past couple years, they were censored and blocked. And everything that they were saying was true, right? It's all coming out. It's all coming out, and it's all true. A certain amount of us, we fought against these things that were happening the past couple years, but the media brainwashed the majority of you. And now we're finding out that you were dead wrong. You were like bashing family for not taking the vaccine. Turns out the vaccine doesn't work. You can still catch it. You can still pass it on. But yet you're bashing people, ready to disown your own family members because they wouldn't get the vaccine. You are that brainwashed. You believe your government that much? You believe in corporations that much over intelligent people? Over the highest people in their fields telling you otherwise against what the government was telling you? You didn't listen to the smartest people in the world, but you listened to the government. Yeah. Give your head a shake, right? The government used some guy, or I think it was in Europe, could have been here too, that just doom and gloom for the past 40 years. And everything he's predicted has never happened. But they took his prediction for the pandemic and went with it. And yeah, nothing happened, right? It was all staged, bigger than what it was, not really what they said it was. Yeah, they're going to use the CBDCs against you, right? They've already got the people brainwashed enough, and they found that out during the pandemic, how much they can control you. They realized they could control the majority of you through the media. No problem. So we have to fight back. We have to stand up. Most of you are brainwashed. You believe in weird things. I apologize if you're with me and you're saying, no, I'm not the brainwashed one. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the other people that just watch TV and play video games all day. Those are the people. All right, so where was I? The big concern with FEDCOIN, the CBDC, is that we lose our privacy, that they'll track us, that they'll track every move because they'll know everything we're spending money on, what we spend it on, who we give it to, and all these. So it becomes George Orwell's 1984. Big Brother will watch you via our money. And that's the problem with the central bank digital currency, or FEDNOW coin. People like me panic. I said, oh my God, they're going to track me. I don't want them to know how I'm spending my money. It's none of their business, which it isn't, right? You're in a republic, not a democracy. Your liberty is first, not what the majority wants. Your own liberty comes first. So, but now with blockchain and all this, they can track anything they want. So our privacy goes. Now with blockchain, we own it, right? There's a difference, right? We have custody. If we own the custody, they can't use it against us. But now with blockchain, that's why when George Gammon says Orwellian, he's talking about 1984. Big Brother's going to watch you. That's where we're heading. And we're already there. They're watching you on your devices. Kiyosaki's comments come as the Federal Reserve explores the benefits and risks of a CBDC during a speech on Tuesday. Federal Reserve Governor Michelle Bowman says the potential digital dollar should incorporate privacy considerations into its design. Should? It better. She says there should be proper measures to safeguard the privacy of businesses and individuals, says Bowman. I'm thinking about the implications of a CBDC and privacy. We must also consider the central role that money plays in our daily lives, and the risk that a CBDC would provide not only a window into, but potentially an impediment to the freedom Americans enjoy in choosing how money and resources are used and invested. Yeah. Handing over everything to your government, which has been proven to be corrupt, non-stable, backwards, it's not a good idea. These people have already lied to you for the past couple years. And if you have a brain, I think you've realized that. And they've pretty much centralized things even more. And there was a test to see how far they can go. And they went pretty far. And you got people like the WEF, Klaus Schwab, talking about how he owns people in the governments around the world. Yeah. Why do you think these weird things happen? Because your government is bought and paid off. He openly says he owns 50% or more of the Canadian Liberal Party. That's outside interference, right? What are you doing about that? Do you care? Do you want to eat bugs? Do you want to live in a box with no rights? Because you're a bad person, you can't eat meat, you can't do this, you can't travel. This is where they're going to go. 1984, that book seems right. It seems right on point. They're scared to death of Bitcoin, and their answer is total control over the money system to watch what you're doing, and then they're going to implement the guilt of climate change. You're a bad person. You have to do your part or the world's going to die, and they'll point you. And there'll be like a social credit system, right? Probably like China, where everybody's publicly shamed. Your name and face are out there. This person spit on the ground today. This person dropped garbage on the ground today. This person peed in a bush today. They make that public and they shame their people. This is like brainwashing tactics. You need to be careful. You need to get Bitcoin. All right, everybody. If you're down, if you dig what I'm saying, you hear the truth here. You don't like men going into women's sports and beating them and breaking records and then crowds cheering that the man has won? Are you sick? You can't take a 300-pound man, put him in a beauty contest, and have him win. That just doesn't work that way. It's disgusting behavior. It's brainwashing. It's destroying the brains of the youth. They have no brains left. We need to start fighting. Get Bitcoin. Take it out of their system. Put it into your system, your own wallets, and we win. Play hard, trade smart. Hello, fellow adventurers. Are you tired of lugging around those big, heavy, and noisy generators on your camping trips? Well, you're in luck. The Bluetti generator is here to make your life easier and your camping experience more enjoyable. Let me tell you, these generators are game changers. They're ultra portable and lightweight, making them perfect for taking on the go. And don't be fooled by their small size. These little guys pack a powerful punch. You can power up your devices, lights, and even small appliances like blenders or coffee makers, all with ease. But here's the best part. The Bluetti generators are super quiet. That's right, no more noisy interruptions to your peaceful camping experience. You can power up your gadgets without disturbing the peace and quiet of the great outdoors. And the utility of these generators doesn't stop there. They're also great for emergency backup power during power outages or natural disasters. Keep your lights on and your devices charged, no matter what life throws your way. So why settle for those clunky, noisy, and heavy generators when you can have a portable and powerful solution that makes your camping life easy? In our pinned comments, you will find a link to Bluetti. Check them out today.